He found a secret warp zone while working on the drain and put him into a coma. All indication is that he is just doing he's not even doing an Italian accent. Like, apparently he's just going to be doing Chris Pratt voice. Which probably means no one in the movie is going to be doing a voice. I don't know. We'll see. There's no downside to this movie, because either it's good and we have a good movie, or it's absolute dog shit and we have an absolute dog shit Super Mario movie to make fun of. Would I ever make a Sega Saturn video? I wouldn't say no, but the only Saturn game I'm super duper into is Knights, really. I haven't really touched any other ones. You don't think it's going to be dog shit since it's animated, but it's being animated by Illumination. And Illumination made, like, one good movie.
Another absolute dog shit Mario movie to make fun of.
Yeah, look at all the shit we got out of the Bob Hoskins Mario movie for how many years?
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, Illumination made one good movie. Like, the first Despicable Me, and everything else they've put out is, like, terrible, lazy, pandering to 8-year-olds garbage. Yeah, I just tried to tell you about this email 2 seconds ago, but you weren't listening to me. For sure, I get why they wouldn't have Charles Martinet do it, because of all the strain. I'm sure that's got to be a hell of a strain. Because that would be hours and hours of recording with the Mario voice and the Luigi voice. I get it. But, hold on, speaking of hours recording with the voice. But, they could have gone with, like, literally anything. They could have... I agree that Mario's voice for an hour and a half would probably get pretty irritating.
Illumination's best movie. Easily Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Most of everything else is literally mid to trash tier. Even Adam Sandler movies warranted more respect than The Grinch or The Lorax.
But as much as I agree that Mario's voice would get irritating over an hour and a half, they could have gone... this might just be me being a fan of this stuff. They should have gone for a Super Show style voice if they were going to go for a voice. Like, I know there's a lot of people who wouldn't like it, but, like, going for... If they weren't going to do Mario, they could have gone for, like, a Captain Lou Albano style Mario. Like, just sort of like a, hey, oh, like, Italian-American sort of thing. As opposed to what we're going to get, which sounds like it's just going to be Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt. Yeah, we figured this out hours ago, guys. This is pointless ass exposition right here. Danny DeVito voicing Mario. Anything other than stock generic white guy in movie, which is definitely what Chris Pratt's gonna be going for. We'll see. They might have changed their mind. The movie was delayed for like a year. But I just, when I see Super Mario...
Mario and his famous catchphrase of "fuck you, Luigi."
Fuck you, Luigi. But when I see Super Mario up on the big screen, and he starts speaking, and it's just a normal-ass guy's voice coming out of him, I don't know how I'm going to not burst out laughing. Sonic had a different voice actor and it still turned out alright. Sure, but Sonic has had a bunch of voice actors over the years, and Sonic kind of talks normally like a human.
I'd rather just have an AI Mario voice if we can't have Charles Martinet.
The difference is that Mario, like Sonic, has had multiple voices and he just sort of speaks normally. Mario doesn't speak in full sentences, really. We don't really hear Mario talk very much. He just sort of makes noises most of the time. I don't know why that was picked up, but yeah, Sonic just sounds like a dude. So when you just change his voice to a different dude, it's not jarring. And Ben Schwartz does a great job because he's like a cartoon voice actor anyway. Yeah, he has the mystical power to play any character that has blue.
Oh yeah, John, I finally remembered a trick question for you. As the Battle Network guy, I know you would have the answer. Who is your favorite female in Mega Man Battle Network?
I can read the rest of this, Roxas, and I want you to know that I'm contemplating a ban at the moment.
You need it. Nija checking. Say what you want, but I'm actually a little enthusiastic about Bowser being played by Jablinski Games. Seth Rogen stopped being funny last century.
You would have to argue that Seth Rogen was ever funny. I think the only voices I think I could be on board for are Bowser. Sorry, Jack Black as Bowser. I think I could be on board for, and I can actually be on board for. Need a little more romance in my life. Charlie as Luigi. I think his voice is already kind of high pitched and like kind of screechy and whiny, like kind of what I imagine Luigi's voice would be like. I think his voice might actually fit Luigi.
Imagine having saxophone.
Couldn't be me. Oh, hey, it's Usopp. Peach's voice actor, who I don't even remember who it is, whatever. Peach's voice changes every other game anyway. Peach has changed voice actor like 4 times and basically nobody noticed.
Friendly reminder that Seth Rogen is going to be playing Expand Dong. How the hell that casting fits is beyond me.
I don't want to hear Donkey Kong speak like that. Like, if Donkey Kong speaks, I want it to be the guy who voiced him in the Donkey Kong Country cartoon. I want him to shower me with coconut cream pies. But yeah, I cannot imagine, like, just dumb Seth Rogen voice coming out of Donkey Kong. I hope it's just Seth Rogen making monkey noises.
With random show tunes included.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, if Seth Rogen Donkey Kong breaks out into a cheesy musical number, then I'll be on board. It doesn't help that they reuse Peach lines. Yeah, they like reuse Peach lines so the voice goes back and forth. I mean, it's better than Yoshi, where who does does Totaka do Yoshi's voice? Who does Yoshi? It's one of the composers.
Seth Rogen was only funny when you don't realize it's Seth Rogen. Also, Diddy was voiced by the same VA as Yoshi. Forte_Ultimus has went to hell voluntarily after hearing about coconut cream pies.
Coconut cream pies, Wiggles eyebrows. But Yoshi was using the same sound clips till Woolly World, I think. I don't think it was until Woolly World that they actually recorded some new lines for him. They reused the same sound effects for like 15 years. It is Kazumi Totaka, okay. I thought it was.
Oh yeah, John. You need to give an amazing introduction to the best character in the game, Flavio.
He's been giving himself an introduction. He's pretty much been talking like nonstop for the past 5 minutes. I think he's got it covered. Yeah, the old Yoshi voice, which was just like I can't even replicate the voice, the noise. It was just, yeah, it was the keys on a keyboard. It was just sound. It, like, wasn't a replicable human thing.
Wait, the Animal Crossing dog is real and voiced Yoshi.
Oh boy. Look at this totally legit looking character. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Slight problem, you say? I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. They just keep talking. They just will not stop speaking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Which Mario character could I beat in a fight? Maybe Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. Or fucking Key and Peele Toad. Whatever's going on there. I don't even remember which one of them it is. I don't want weird, sassy Toad. It's Key. Okay, it's Keegan-Michael Key. But,
Cranky Kong slaps. Because you are bad at playing games. What he really says is, get good.
Modern Cranky Kong says, get good.
You look like some schmuck I beat up some time ago, but he wasn't as attractive as you, buddy. Nija checking cheer 50.
Oh shit, you want a deep voice Toad? I don't want them to turn Toad into the Kevin Hart of Super Mario Brothers. Jim Kurosaki, thank you for the resub. Yeah, I'm not interested in Toad being like a Kevin Hart style. Oh, I'm the small guy and I scream all the time. Ah! Like, that sounds unfucking bearable. Yeah, Toad should just be bop. He should just make bop noises. I want Chainsmoker Toad. That's the best Toad.
I really don't want to imagine a bunch of midgets with Keegan's head on top. It will be another Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, all over again.
Oh yeah, time for some good old-fashioned breaking and entering. Why are there skulls on that bridge? Because this place fucking sucks. Oi, what do you blokes want? Oh, I had to talk to the bartender first and then go talk to him. Okay, I'm going. Yeah, Toads are so dumb that they still panic every single time Peach gets kidnapped, even though it's happened like 50 times. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go into your back room and steal your shit before I ask for your help. Cool, thanks. New York accent, Toad. Hey, I'm bopping here. I shall set sail upon the sea. Nevermore. That's just not cool. You said it, Hub. Way to convince him. Time to play. Is he supposed to be British or just really old?
Oi off with you blokes, I gotta get back to my life of binge drinking till my fuse finally burns out and I take this shithole out with me. I would say that Bobbery gave you the cold shoulder, but he is literally spherical.
He's always giving people a shoulder. It's all round, all the time. Sad, horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if that's what you really want me to do.
Okay, let's see who GeoStealer has to fight this time.
Admiral Bobbery was from a place called Echo Ridge. Everyone had depression there. Yep. Paper Mario, rated E for everyone. Cool. Perfectly timed gift sub. Cortez, thank you. Oh, yeah, so Twitch sent me a fucking email on the never-ending journey of things I didn't know about Twitch until I got a random email about it. I got an email that said, for these last couple days of September, that gift subs are also 25% off or something like that. And I was like, wait a minute. September never applied to gift subs? I just automatically assumed it did, because that would make sense. I had no idea. Why do I have to figure all these things out via random emails at 3 in the morning?
Imagine my shock when I paid not $5 for that gift sub, right now.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to hide it.
God, it's a shame that my friend is in such a state. If only there was something that could help him, like a letter from his dead wife. Anyway, here's a letter from his dead wife.
Yeah, so, okay, this is strange. How long has the wife been dead? Presumably a pretty long time, right? Like, she didn't just die yesterday. Why didn't he give him that letter himself? Like, I guess you could argue Bobbery locked himself in his house, but, like, he didn't, like, lock himself in his house for the past 10 years, did he? Does he need to... I was gonna say, does he need to eat or something? He's just like a circle. I don't know. He's just a very sad circle. This is Scarlett's handwriting. Why didn't I see this
I'm
sooner?
a right asshole.
Oh, God. In case you guys didn't know, in the Japanese version of the game, Vivian isn't a woman, she's transgender. So she's a woman. Got it. Thanks for the tip. But yes, we do know. I think the American version is the only version that does not mention that. I think basically every other language version mentions that Vivian is trans, but just the American one doesn't. Because it was like 2003, and Nintendo didn't want a million angry moms breaking down their fucking door at the time.
Damn, I never even met this Scarlett and she must be a real bombshell.
But yeah, that's a big reason. That's like how they translated her sister's like calling her ugly all the time and saying she doesn't fit in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, while we were talking about Vivian, Bobbery had a whole character arc in his back room. Cool. Thanks for changing your mind, mate. Boy, it sure would be real great if someone gave you this letter earlier. Yeah, you gotta remember, back then, Nintendo wouldn't even, they wouldn't even let Final Fantasy say holy. Had to change it to Pearl, or what the fuck ever.
Email for you, Lan.
Thanks, Mega Man.
Dab.
Letter no jutsu, capable of curing someone's long-term depression in an instant. Alright. Oh, jeez. I think there's a lot of text coming up, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think we did everything we needed to do last time, so let's get the fuck out of here. Does this count as a member of the harem? I assume you mean Bobbery. And I think he's a little too round for me, I gotta be honest. I'm not trying to sound prejudiced or anything. Yeah, I think now we have to hear Flavio Journal for like a long time. I could be completely remembering and thinking of a different game or something, but... Oh, and X-Naut, what are they doing here? No, Flavio is Flavio in the harem. I mean, he could be if you use a certain glitch. Oh, yep, nope, yeah, I remember this. Oh, fuck. Destiny 2, Season of Plunder. So, does anyone have anything they want to talk about while we wait? Yes, please, Flavio, sing more. Is Flavio Christopher Columbus? bad things are gonna happen on this key if that's the case. There's nowhere to escape to. We just have to listen until he's finished. See, it sounds like your job. Sounds like not my fucking problem. Ah, ghosts. Ooh. Smoke plugins. Mario, you just fought like an entire mansion full of ghosts.
Day 45. We killed Coops. Our rations were running low due to that fat attractive fuck, so we drew straws and Coops drew the short one. On the plus side, I heard that there is a new single Koopa who can join my harem I mean party.
How long have you been contemplating this one, Cobb? You can form an orderly line without shoving. Help them, John, they're on flames. Don't worry, we'll get to play soon. We have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on this salty bounty of the sea. Hello, John. Well, hello. By the way, I don't know if it's been mentioned, in Japan, a character having a long Pinocchio-like nose is meant to represent that character having an undeserved ego. Yes, for anyone who has not seen copious amounts of anime like a fucking weeb. That's why you'll occasionally see that pointy nose thing. Ugh, salt.
Salty things Nija checking.
Shut up.
Does anybody miss watching Flapjack? Because I certainly don't.
What? Oh, I love Flapjack. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying for a kid's show. All this salt, it's like he washed up in a fucking KNI John video. A wee hot, come have a look. Alright. Preferred Flapjack to Chowder? I think I still prefer Chowder. But the shows were very similar. Ah, here he is. I knew the boy was here. Nothing bad could happen on a day like today. Bonk. I still don't, it just says a lump of something. I don't even understand what this is supposed to be.
Chowder is a goddamned masterpiece. Flackjack was. Just out there, man. West SSSS Street.
Quagsire looking ass. Fun fact, he gets dumber every time you hit him. We'll have to observe that. Patch? Oh, right, you didn't even, I don't remember if you said his name before. I didn't know who you were talking about. Well, he's got some nice-ass pants. See, I don't know about this guy. He was just pointing out his pants. Sure, the pants. And then he just dives right into the ableism. How could you do this, Flavio? Bomb Hops can't even wear pants. Oh, we're gonna hit things. Yay! It's been a while. We've been playing for like 40 minutes and we haven't hit anything yet. Oh no, is the internet dying again? See people mentioning frame drops.
Paper Mario in the PowerPoint presentation.
God fucking damn it. Don't I want to hear Goombella roast them? Yeah, she's more vicious than I remember her being. Every single enemy you encounter is like, oh my fucking god, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, Mario. Hit it with your hammer till it dies. Jesus Christ. Like, okay, Goombella, calm down.
r/me_Earl.
Yes, I wanna explore. Let me. Who's more racist, Goombella or Waka? It's definitely Waka. There we go. You remember to hug foreground objects. The freaking owl bed, man. Imagine I said that, but it sounded more like John DiMaggio. What's the Bowser item? I believe it has a chance to scare off enemies. It's like a random insta-kill status effect, basically. I think that's what it does. Xenogears, have I ever Xenogears or Xenosaga? No. The only Xeno anything I ever touched, I played Xenoblade Chronicles X for like 4 or 5 hours and just got very bored by the combat system. I know that's completely unrelated, but I figured I'd let you know the one Xeno thing that I did interact with. Oh, John, you played the worst Xenoblade? What's the thing, like, even if it was... Like, that's still basically what Xenoblade Chronicles combat is, right? I've explained before that, like, I don't like... As much as I don't like turn-based systems, and I prefer action-based systems in my RPGs, I hate half-action systems even more. Where you, like, almost have control, but it's still kind of, like, automated World of Warcraft-y, sort of. Like, I prefer either full action or full turn-based. Oh, fuck. Don't know how I missed that fucker, considering how bright he is. The system Final Fantasy developed between turn-based and full action. I don't... Here comes... I guess this is probably going to be a hot take. Let me pull this out. I don't like the active time battle system. It just gives me an anxiety attack. I don't like it.
This enemy gives you the big smelly.
Oh, but it's the same reason why I love Final Fantasy X, and I've never beaten 10-2, because the combat system gives me an anxiety attack. Like, even when I'm doing well, I constantly feel like I'm fucking up. I need to go faster. I'm not paying attention. I'm not missing this, blah, 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 blah. It messes me up. Putrid Piranha. That's not very nice, Goombella. Your health will go down if you get poisoned, so, you know, try not to. Why don't you make, like, an RPG and turn-based? What about Chrono Trigger? I liked Chrono Trigger. I've never finished it. I usually play, like, half of it, and then just something stops me. That's a bit too spicy of an opinion for me. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just like I don't like it. It's just not for me.
I think my favorite thing about this game is that vanilla chain chomps and piranha plants are the strongest variants of them.
Oh, damn. Chrono Trigger on stream then. I don't think so. It's dangerous for me to play any, like, super classic SNES era RPGs on stream. Because I will have very unfortunate opinions that people will not like.
Also, fire drive stylish, right after you hit the fireball.
Thanks. I'll try to remember that. God, a lot of enemies here, which is good. After all that sitting through and talking to, listen to Flavio talk for 40 goddamn minutes. Have I played Octopath Traveler? I have not. I like Quest 64 and people shit all over that game. I mean, if you like it. More power to you. Quest 64 is, you're right. Quest 64 is the second best RPG on the N64. Oh, good thing we fell again. I wasn't hugging foreground objects, and look what happened. It's so nice to just pick up items and not have to worry about if I'm gonna have to throw them away. Oh no, Toad, Bobbery, and not suspicious guy, my favorite guy. What about Mega Man Battle Network? Wow, I guess the Legend of Zelda games just don't exist then. Crazy that Ocarina of Time came out on the SNES. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did I miss a post? Because Ocarina of Time, Zelda is not an RPG. Zelda is an adventure game. Like, if you think of Zelda as an RPG, like, that's fine, I guess, but I would never have not have considered that. Zelda 2 is an RPG, I suppose, considering it literally has experience points. Don't talk to me like that. At least they're aware of it. I feel like this is just a result of what RPG means being completely, what word am I looking for? Muddied over time? Like, what is an RPG has been completely blurred over the years. Nebulous, thank you. That's the word I was trying to think of. But, because RPG has sort of just...
Qualifications for being a character in an RPG nowadays have feet.
Exactly. Like, nowadays people call a game an RPG if it has a skill tree and level ups, but like, Far Cry has a skill tree and level ups. Doesn't make it an RPG. This thing is like God of War, the God of War reboot. Like, every game has like skill trees and shops and gear now, you know? Oh, let me hydrate. That's why I fell in the water, guys. I was just trying to hydrate. Oh, hey. Nice weird username. Using the big brain out here. Speaking of people not using the big brain, Jesus Christ. I feel, but also I want to point out that at the same time, we have people who are too strict about RPG, like, as a definition. Like, JRPGs are JRPG. They're going to be called RPGs for the rest of the time. That's what that kind of game is going to be called. It's going to be called an RPG. But there are people who are like, well, it's not technically an RPG because it has, like, a preset story and preset characters. Like, I think that's a little too nitpicky, but that's just usually elitists who, like, think the Elder Scrolls and wizardry are, like...
RPG elitists. Also, you should try spin to win strats.
I should spin to win more.
Paper Mario and the time John couldn't remember 2D mode was a thing.
We could heal right here, it don't matter. But, yeah, no, there's a lot of, elitists who think, like, no, the only real RPGs are this RPG I played back in, 1993 on my old PC. That's what RPGs are. I cannot stand those kinds of fucking people. Old PC game elitists are some of the worst elitists out there. Sup, hello. Thanks for peeking in. What do you mean your top 3 favorite games of all time aren't Zork, Zork 2, and Zork 3? Yo, dude, fucking Commander
Y'all ain't
Keen, they
never
don't make
played
them like
an
that
RPG
anymore.
finer than Cave Story.
Jesus Christ, I haven't even thought about Cave Story in like 5 or 6 years. Let me point out, I feel like, again, I have to feel the need to point something out. Like, I'm not shitting on people who like old PC games. Like, there are old PC games that I like too. But what I'm shitting on is people who are like, yeah, modern video games just gone downhill. But their favorite game of all time is like Daggerfall or something. There's just nothing wrong with that, but like, come on now. Prince of Persia, perhaps. Yeah, see, like, there's weird old PC games that I like. Yeah, it's the same people who are like, anything beyond D&D is trash. D&D, people say, RPGs begin and end with Dungeons and Dragons. That's like, that's... Language evolves, my friend. Oh, Bobbery's dead. Fuck. Chuckle-a-cola, hold on, that's a reference to Mario and Luigi, isn't it? That's that, factory you have to go through, like halfway through the game, you fight the big soda barrel boss. Yeah, Superstar Saga is that way, Bobbery.
Like all game generations, there are good games and bad games, and they will always be either the best or the worst game ever.
Exactly. Like, that's really all my point is. My point is just anyone who acts like this generation of gaming was the best generation, all the other ones suck. Like, shut the fuck up. There have always been good games. There's always going to be good games and bad games in every generation. Like, again, like, we talk about people who are like super elitist about like the Super Nintendo or something like that. Like, people forget that like 75% of every console's game library is like unplayable trash. Like, the NES is obviously its all-time classic games, you know? One of arguably the most important game console ever created. Like, 80 to 90% of the games on the NES suck dick. They're really bad by today's standards. And even by the standards of the day, they weren't very good.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is singing the praises of Roger Rabbit on the NES. God damn you, LJN.
Yeah, same thing with the Wii. There's some top tier shit on the Wii, absolutely. Basically anything Nintendo put out, fucking No More Heroes, all sorts of shit. But also, there's a million Anubis 2, Ninja Bread Man, Wii Party Game 7 type bullshit games. Gonna need some soda, Chief. Wii Party is not that bad. Oh, that was just me pulling a name out of my ass. I've actually played Wii Party. Yes, and Wii Party U. They're just Mario Party style games. They are fun. But that was just an example. Here, have a coconut. Forging non-gourmand such as you. Cringe-ass Wii Music E3 event. My least favorite RPG series? I don't know if I've played enough RPG series to have one. Series is to have one that I, like, hate or anything. Yeah, I know, this man's dying over here. And Flavio's got us bargaining for his Pepsi. Man, we need the rock back. I miss the rock. Fuck. Wow, that's the first time I missed one of those in a long time. Yeah, why waste valuable supplies on a dying man? I suppose. Since we're getting Bobbery a drink anyway. There we go. Much better. A toast to the dying Admiral, who will definitely be dead. And we just got screwed out of a party member. See, we didn't listen to all of Flavio's stories, so now we get the bad ending. You like how we showed up on this island, went all the way through, and then immediately had to go all the way back and then all the way through again, and that's literally the first thing we did once we got here? To get a soda. Stop! Stop! No more sniffing! You have a mouth? Oh no, it's playing this sad, like, toy box music.
John's next emote is a big Easter Island Maui head, but only the nose.
We're gonna have to do some kind of nose or some kind of smelling or something.
How the fuck does a bomb smell?
The same way it eats and drinks a soda, I guess. You have adventures in the afterlife as well? Not till the next game.
Did you say sniff? Don't threaten me with a good time, John.
Oh yeah, your explosive personality. You're such a card, Bobbery. I got better. So, yeah, exactly the same as Bombette. Sniff.
Reaper, you're fired. Bobbery is now the General Pun Master.
Admiral Pun Master. Oh god, do I really? Oh god. Back to the beach again, fellas. I really don't remember this being this bad, but these last two chapters have just been walking back and forth across the same 3 screens over and over again. Thank you. Let's go look at it. Let's go walk over there and look at it and then come back again. You want to know what really smells suspicious?
What can you do? I'm a bomb, what do you think I do, wanka? If you think I'm any different from that wee little bomb ya had before.
It's also, they're talking about smelly armpits! Stop! This is really the biggest revelation of this. It's not the backtracking or how easy the game could be broken. It's, wow, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door was obsessed with smelling things. Call him the fuck out. Let's go.
So in the inevitable review, can we have a smell counter?
I'm gonna go with no. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie in feet. Oh, okay, I remember this. Yeah, it's got a weird gimmick. You actually have to, like, physics throw his bombs, and so they'll be placed in the right area. I remember this now. How does he throw bombs? He has no arms. The same way Goombella holds that fucking book and flips through the pages.
Bobbery's bomb stylish, the moment he lands.
Alright. How do they throw the bombs? Sheer willpower. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm already done with this island. The more I play this game, the more it confirms to me that I do indeed like Paper Mario 1 better.
What can you do, Flavio? There is nothing Flavio can't do. Flavio hold power unlike anything you've ever seen, but unfortunately if Flavio is to use his great power it could tear the universe asunder, so to protect everyone Flavio shall abstain from fighting.
Sure thing, Flavio. Yeah, like I like the combat and the badges and stuff more. I like the change to the partner system and everything. I like the partners, I like the writing, I like the visuals, but like, Jesus Christ, I don't remember all this backtracking. I've done enough backtracking. I just finished a fucking Battle Network 2 post-game. That was more than enough. Also, I like how Flavio just kind of perches on top of us. Yeah, and we didn't get to the general white stuff yet. That's... That's backtracking so bad that even as a kid, I remember that. You can't quick change? I don't have quick change on anymore because it takes like 7 friggin' badge points. Carry Flavio to victory, Private Mario. Give me that weird gem you've been holding. Changing in the overworld with the sea. Oh, you meant changing in the overworld. Yeah, no, it's just that you could bring up the menu like this with the D-pad. But that's as fast as it goes for quick switching. There we go. Sticker Star barely feels like a game. It feels like I'm being scammed by Ed, Edd and Eddy. There we go. Sticker Star's biggest crime is not having Bowser talk. Bowser doesn't talk in Sticker Star? Again, I didn't play it that long, but, like, that's strange. What? That's like one of the... We've talked about it on stream before. Like, one of the biggest things about Mario RPGs is that they give Bowser a personality. That's like one of the best things that ever since Super Mario RPG. That's something all three Mario RPG series get right. Is making Bowser this weird, lovable goofball. No, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a star piece, but sure. Sorry. Astounds me how after Super Paper Mario, Peach went back to being just a damsel in distress. It is weird. I mean, even Super Mario RPG had Peach be like, you know, a party member who did things with you and like part of the story. Yeah, I like... Again, I know Super Mario RPG has it, and I don't really remember her characterization in Super Paper Mario, but...
Alright, what manner of filth and perversion is going on in this stream today?
Smelling armpits, Oswald. But, the characterization of Peach as just being, like, entirely fed up, especially with Bowser and his bullshit, I do think is a fun way to write her. The Chad Peach. Oh, someone is telling... Whoa, shit! I'm sorry, I was reading chat. Rabbit's saying you could also turn sideways to avoid the spikes. Really? I was expecting those things to be tougher, honestly. Thought metal enemies were immune to fire? Yeah, you'd think. Good old Resident Evil need a handle. Unless they aren't made of metal. Oh no. Welcome to my Bullet Bill Cannon creepypasta, where I posit they're actually made out of flesh. And I believe that this guy has defense, so I can't hit him anyway with hub. What is... Oh, it's can. Fuck out! Or just tinfoil, don't overthink it. I'm always gonna overthink it. It's the internet. Mario's been in a coma the entire time. Peach is his hospital nurse. He found a secret warp zone while working on the drain. And put him into a coma. He was stuck in that pipe for several days. BP for the BP gods.
John, stop while you're ahead before you take away my last brain cells.
Bowser is his scheming father who wants to pull the plug and get that sweet, sweet life insurance payout. This is good. This is good. We could post this on the Creepypasta wiki. If this wasn't only Mario, it'd still be a thing. Creepypasta is still a thing? That's mostly analog horror and shit now. Let's raise our power. Let's raise the partner's power. That way Hub can actually hurt things when we use him. Yeah, Creepypasta, I would say Creepypasta still exists. It's just, it's taken different forms. Like those, fake anti-piracy screens. Like I said, analog horror, like...
Is Luigi actually hunting ghosts, or is he depressed after Mario died? Also, why is there a ghost baby?
Let's see. Most analog horror is mid at best, bearing a handful of really good ones. Yeah, for sure. But that's kind of perfectly it, you know. Like it's like Creepypasta. The vast majority of it is complete garbage. But there is really, really good analog horror out there. Oh, you're right, we did put ice power on, didn't we? Nice. Like, the best analog horror series out there is the shit Baddington makes. Harmony and Horror is... Things don't really scare me anymore because I'm so engrossed in like horror stuff, but like the shit Baddington makes genuinely fucks me up. He does such a good job. Mandela Catalog? I was into Mandela Catalog at the start, but like I don't know where it's... I don't know. I'm kind of... It's not really the Mandela Catalog's fault, but I'm kind of already done with... What if I took a person and then I stretched them out? What if I warp the face a little bit and then give it tiny little black beady eyes? Like it worked at first. It was really genuinely really creepy, but I think people have replicated it so much that it doesn't affect me anymore. Yeah, analog horror is better on average than Creepypasta because of the barrier to entry. You're absolutely right.
We should stay up and watch Nexpo. Also, Mandela had the Susamogus face.
I believe the Germa face is in there. The Germa face is in there somewhere. The Walton Files. I like the Walton Files is good, but I don't think it's scary. It's not scary to me, but I like the way it looks. I like the story it's telling. I do like the Walton Files. Gemini Home Entertainment. Is that the one I'm thinking of with like is that the one with the red vines?
Shit, I forgot you were streaming.
Oh, hey Gemini. Speaking of Gemini, hello. But That's the one with the red vines. I'm not... I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before. I'm really not into cosmic horror. Like, I think the actual stuff going on in Gemini Home Entertainment is really interesting, but like, oh, it's a gigantic planet-eating god from millions of light years away. Like, that part I don't like. That shit doesn't gel with me. I just don't find it interesting. I think the rest of it's really cool. I like how they made like that game where you found the hints and stuff. Let's do it. Bobbery for the content. That's why you don't want to use explosions or fire on them. Local 58. Local 58's really good. Local 58 is pretty much the first analog horror series. Like, the first really popular one, anyway. I'm sure there were ones before that. But I don't know if Local 58 ever went anywhere after, like, that initial couple videos. It doesn't have to. Like, it doesn't need to go on forever. Like, if it's done, you know. But... does it occasionally get a new video? I'll have to check it out. It's been a long time. Do I like ARGs? I fucking love ARGs. Especially horror ARGs. Love them. Me and Johnny like watch videos about them and check them out all the time. That's the thing we do together a lot. Well, Bobbery.
I mentioned Nexpo and we get all the good ones. Gemini, Walton, Local 58. You guys know really good analog horror. I also like to watch Nightmind on occasion.
Here's the thing, Nightmind is the one who got me into ARGs, but I unsubbed. I don't think I've watched any of his videos in like a year. I don't like starting drama, so I don't want to talk about it. But I don't really like most of Nightmind's videos anymore. But he is the one who got me. I watched his video on This House Has People in It. And that's what got me into ARGs and stuff.
Petscope is a good one, but Sheriff Domestic is better in my opinion. It's amazing because it just goes from haha funny parody to its own thing.
Petscop is a perfect example of an ARG that completely fucking fell apart when it actually had to finish its story. Like, I was really interested in Petscop, but like as a concept, but once I figured out what like the actual plot line was and the story it was trying to tell, it bored me to tears. It's still incredibly impressive that they basically made an entire fake PlayStation video game. Like, no shade on the creator at all, but not interested. I think it's the same way I feel about Cat Ghost. Like, Cat Ghost was amazing, and then it came back for those last couple episodes, and then it turns out the whole thing was like a metaphor for video game like making art or something, and like game development, and I was like, I don't like that. What? It was better when it was a story about like the spirits of these people from the Salem witch trials or whatever. That was way more interesting. Yeah, that Courage the Cowardly Dog ARG game was really interesting, but I don't think it ever updated. I check every once in a while. Like, I really like that one. But I don't think they've updated it yet. I think the cat ghost thing was like both of those things were true. It's okay. So here's the thing, and I don't shoot the messenger here because I don't know if this is true. What I have heard is that the people who made Cat Ghost somehow were in touch with Nightmind, and that weird game dev ending was like he was giving them ideas, like they asked for his help or something. I don't know exactly what it was. So like that weird game dev ending twist was his idea? I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, somehow the floor panel physics for the star pieces are even jankier in this than they are in the N64 game. A lot of, I mean, it does make sense. And again, Cat Ghost is another series that is amazing. Like, there's a lot of work put into it. And no shade towards the creators whatsoever, once again. But a lot of ARGs just kind of completely fizzle out at the end. Because it's horror, you know? And, like, horror, usually, horror relies on, like, last-minute twists. And like some kind of swerve or something at the very end. And so like that's the hardest part to write is like the conclusion. And if you fuck up that last little bit, the last twist there, it can ruin your perception of the entire series. Yeah, Knock 10 is good. That's another good one. That went dormant for a long time and then started updating again. Oh, they thought of that. They put spikes on the bottom. Goosebumps? No, even as a kid, I wasn't into them. I've explained before that I wasn't into horror stuff when I was young. I was a little scaredy boy when I was a kid. Oh. Really? Am I gonna have to come back for this? Get him. Yeah, the hitbox on those spikes were a little strange. Coops tried to help. He's a good boy. Out of every ARG you've seen, I still can't believe it was...
Earliest horror experiences for me on the internet were Sonic EXE and Markiplier's first FNAF video. I went through all his horror games he played after that.
Oh god, Sonic EXE. But out of every ARG I've seen, I can't believe it was Ben Drown that actually managed to end. Ben Drown is another ARG that was very impressive and I very much enjoyed and completely fucking fumbled at the last minute. I have to keep saying this because I don't want anyone to think I'm insulting the people who made these. That Cult of the Moon shit is just stupid. It was interesting when it was just haunted cartridge you found with this kid named Ben, and it's actually some kind of evil moon god with a cult or something, and there's like a website and shit. It went way too far outside of look at this creepy Legend of Zelda mod. We're gonna need the boy. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow, I was perfectly in the middle of them. That was convenient. NES, thoughts on NES Godzilla creepypasta? It's the most boring, it's the most boring of any, like, mainstream popular creepypasta. Like, and I do not mind slow burn horror. Fuck, like, how did I mess that up? I don't mind slow burn horror whatsoever, but, like, me and Johnny have tried to sit through it, and I just can't. I just can't.
You don't want to kill the monster, but you don't want a everything is awful ending nor everything is better ending.
Yep, that's it's tough. That's the thing, like, I get it. How about telling lies? Yeah, Sam Barlow games. That's true horror right there. Not in the way he intends. Evil Auto. Yeah, Evil Auto, that's like an old example of like a weird, creepy story thing. Old shit like Polybius, which I think I've said this before, that I don't find Polybius like even remotely interesting. The worst part about, like, when Polybius was big is you had so many people who were genuinely 100% convinced. I think more than any other creepypasta, like, oh, this was real. Like, more people were convinced that Polybius was real than, like, any other creepypasta thing. And it's just, I feel like that's what makes it obnoxious. Like, when I'm watching, like, a video about, like, creepy stuff, it actually...
We don't talk about Operation MK Ultra.
Exactly. Like, the real life thing is infinitely more interesting and creepy than there was a weird arcade machine. That's I don't like it. But, what was I saying? I feel like there's this thing where it really irritates me when I'm, like, watching some kind of horror or something, and you have so many people, like, pretending that it's real, and it frustrates me. Like, I'll be watching someone, like, I don't know, Scare Theater. And he's dialed back on this. I think it's funny, because, like, he's gotten sick of it, which is great. Like, you watch some of his earlier videos, and it'll be, like, the ghost in this thing or something. Like, the ghost swing. And, like, he'll play along and, like, talk about it and try to pretend, like, oh, well, people are saying because this is the ghost of this, and this is how this really happened, as opposed to saying the actual explanation for the phenomena, which is it's fake, or it's wind, or it's a Photoshop, or something like that, if that makes sense. Like, I am infinitely more interested in how did you make this creepy video or something. Like, let's use Ben Drowned as an example. Like, I am way more interested in, whoa, how did you make this ROM hack and make it do this stuff, rather than thinking, oh yeah, no, this is real. This is a real haunted cartridge. You know what I mean? Like, when people treat this weird, creepy shit as real, it just frustrates me. Because it's like the most boring way you could possibly look at it. Also, let's do this shit. Good, we will not be equipping that. Yeah, I feel the thing with creepy stuff is, you're talking about the endings. Like, I think that's why horror games and horror movies that have good endings are, like, so, like, praised and venerated. Because it's so rare that horror things get the ending part correct. Probably should have saved all this horror talk for, you know, Saturday when we start Spooktober. This chapter still has ghosts. It's plenty spoopy. Yeah, sure. I'm terrified at the moment. No, but we could change the subject right now. But when it's spook time, yeah, I'm all for. If you guys want to talk about like different ARGs and stuff, I'm way into that shit. Yep, another curse chest. Got it. Yep. I'm suffering so much right now. Like socially awkward worms. I'm feeling the horror right now. Socially awkward worms. He's just like me, for real. Sorry, we lost the sushi replacement who would have given you this ability. Please understand. Come on, there's got to be something back here. No? That's weird.
So John, if you've been paying attention, what's your favorite insult in this game so far?
I don't think I have like a tier list set up for you, unfortunately. Don't be Googling Pets Cop. Shit's dangerous. Alright, I'm trying to hurry up and maybe we could actually finish. I don't remember this chapter being so fucking short. I certainly don't remember the island only being like 3 rooms. I think I'm like just mixing it up in my head with the island from Paper Mario 1. Shall we sing a she shanty to make the chapter go faster? No, you shan't.
I think my favorite insult is from the curse chest. Eat a sandwich, skinny.
Eat a fucking sandwich, skinny. Yeah, no, I understand some people can't do spook stuff. Like I said, I was like that for a very long time. I was very much a no spooks kind of guy. Oh. Defense increase for allies. Good, more stat increase badges. I'll have to wait to get more badge points to equip. See, this isn't backtracking because we're in a boat now, so it's different. This isn't reused content at all. How do star pieces even work? Aren't stars burning balls of plasma? Well, in Mario, stars are like, especially Paper Mario, they're like tiny people. So, it might actually be kind of fucked up to be collecting these. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. If Bowser's the main antagonist of the previous game and a playable character in the next, what is he here? And someone responds, annoying. Yeah. It's not that I don't dislike his inclusion, but Bowser in Thousand Year Door definitely feels like, well, he had to be here. We gotta do something with him. Ooh, I've angered the spooks. Alright, back on up. We turn into a boat and we'll go down the waterfall, and then I don't think there's much left after that. We're pretty much done at that point. Isn't this fun, you guys? Aren't you having a good time? We're just boating around. Boating. You know. It's just like Assassin's Creed 4.
$99 bottle of Chuckle-a-Cola on the wall.
I'm enjoying you finding more backtracking than you were prepared for. Thanks. This Tuhu stage goes hard. Yeah, it's a lot of filthy toads. Well, that was pointless. Are you kidding me? Well, how about y'all go fuck yourself? Enjoy rotting in the cave, assholes. How long they been here? Like, are these supposed to be toads that came with us? Because we did not have this many toads. Look at that, you got a full cast of a current Paper Mario game on that boat. No, John, those toads are uniquely designed, so they can't be in the new Paper Mario. How many of you could... How large was this ship?
Do you think that the toads' hats taste different depending on the color?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to think about that.
John and Skill Issues. Name a more iconic pair.
And you be quiet.
I don't get the Morbin time meme, nor do I understand why it's supposed to be funny. The funniest Morbius joke I'm aware of is not even about the movie exactly, but from Spider-Man the animated series, where Felicia Hardy says Morbius looks like he came from a B-movie.
Okay, so like I do think, I think it stayed around too long, but I do think its Morbin time was funny. Stop talking about smells! Quit it! Fucking shut up! The reason I find Morbin time funny is, well, the premise of the original joke was the movie is so shitty and forgettable and nobody watched it that you could make up a thing that happened in it. Like the dumbest, silliest thing that happened. And like no one could prove you wrong because nobody watched it. Yeah, that movie made $1 billion. So, like, I don't even know why no one went to see it. Okay. Matt here brings it up, and it is the funniest fucking thing that the internet has done in forever. And it wasn't even malicious, so that's what makes it even better. So if you were not aware that this genuinely happened, like I said, Morbius was a complete failure. Nobody fucking saw it. But then that meme was so popular, and Morbius was trending everywhere, and like everyone on the internet was pretending they saw the movie and that they liked it. So Sony brings the movie back out. Like, they give it another theatrical release. Like, oh, look, everyone's talking about this movie. They love it. Everyone on the internet's gonna go and see it. So they brought it back out, and then nobody went to go see it again. And it was just a gigantic waste of money. And then everyone tried to convince them to, no, we were busy. Just please release it a third time. Because dumb ad executives just saw, oh, it's trending? That must mean it's popular. Yeah, Morbius might be the only movie to ever flop twice. That might be a record. That might never be beaten. Third time's the charm. What the fuck did you just call me?
Remember, kids, don't let your memes be dreams unless releasing Morbius again is your dream. In that case, reconsider.
Oh no. Spooky bones. Oh, hold on. This is a banger. This is some premium bone music. Let's hydrate.
I really don't want Cortez to have Mario's mustache tickle his bone while polishing it.
Stop. No bone polishing. There'll be no bone polishing in my chat.
What the heck, John? You didn't tell me Sans Undertale was in this.
He's even got the blue eye. Okay, fuck, I actually need Goombella to read for me because I don't remember how to fight this boss. Fun fact, brushing your teeth is the only time you clean your bones. He's the dreaded pirate spirit who haunts the island. Max HP is 20, attack is 4, defense is 1.
Okay, chat. Bone puns, only. Do your worst.
His HP may seem low, but he's a spirit, so even when his HP hits 0, he'll come back. Plus, he has tons of different attacks. He's as tough and scary as he looks. I'd say just keep damaging him, and sooner or later, he'll go down for good. Thanks for the help, Goombella. Oh god, he's quad-wielding all over my boy! How could you? Man, what a boner. Laugh at the Joker's boners, will they? Ooh, he's got them rattling ribs. The bone pile is just there so you can hit him with hammer attacks. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I thought it said he had 1 defense. Yeah, but I put on the Power Plus badge for the partner characters. So Hub can actually hurt things that have defense now. And that's definitely it. I'm sure he's gone for good this time. Nope, he's gonna Donkey Kong Country 2 me. God damn it. Oh, fuck, I didn't see that.
I am the bone of my sword.
Gonna need a lot more English before we're ready for that.
I don't know, he's a spooky ghost skeleton, just keep hitting him, I don't know.
That was basically what Goombella told me. He's a big Scoopy ghost skeleton boy and I don't know what to do and just need to beat him up. The one acceptable time to use Flurry? Not quite. And the Vor returns. Cool. Thanks. Let's see. The swords come back after a turn, but using Flurry's wind attack removes them for good. Oh, wow. Let's get rid of at least one. Or, wait a minute. Actually, let's just do this.
The Legend of Cortez, 4 Swords Adventures.
Wait, that was... Okay. Okay, sure. We don't even really need charge and power bounce. I've been underwhelmed lately. Yeah, Flurry totally helped. She did get me to pull her out. You are foolish, amigo, for I am not dead. Well, technically, I was already dead.
Sans Undertale.
He really did hit us with the, yeah, I'm already dead. Where was I gonna go?
Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
What a bro. What an absolute legend. He'll go to super hell if you kill him again. Anyway, we finished the whole chapter was less than 2.5 hours long.
He doesn't go to super hell. He goes to Mackay.
Cortez, the star of Disgaea 7. What the fuck was Cortez when he was alive? Apparently he had 4 arms. It's a good question.
Cortez, the truest of brothers, if only he could join us on our journey.
Please, no, Cortez. Cortez, you could cut. Take her. Take Flurry. You come instead. I want quad wielding, bro. I don't want the fucking suck 9000.